Listen.
Yeah! Yes, God! Get that out of there!
Listen. Not even listen, but like listen. I didn't have breakfast this morning. I'm in mid-chew. And I'm trying my best here. Let me get this screen off. Because, baby, I had to finish just getting my last couple gobbles, if you will. But good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm not sure what time of day it is for you, but I'd like to welcome you to my channel as we're going to talk about a new season of Canada's Drag Race, Season 6. As a matter of fact, not sorry about it. Lemon's version. But we're going to get into it today because I was pleasantly surprised. And I think I clocked this when I saw them meet the queens, and I thought to myself, this is too much of a speed run. I'm not really getting everybody's jush, ish, bop, kabibbles, and whatever and whatnot. I'm going to need to see an episode for me to really figure out if I really want to invest my time and energy into this. I liked the first episode. I thought it was a gag. I thought it was a little bit of a key, if you will. Some personalities are a tad bit grating. And then they excel in other categories, right? But some of them personalities, I'm like, hold on, my power about to go right out because I forgot to plug in my laptop. Others I like a lot, to be honest with you. One person's personality, I'm like, no ma'am. But she did very well in the challenge and on the runway. But I was thinking to myself, she's got one more time to say, well, yes, because she said it 4 times within like 3 people walk into the room. I'm like, child, that's Tokyo Tony's. You already ruining it for me, but I kind of like her though at the same time. Also, Ebony, push through, LaBelle. I'm not calling you auntie though, because I'm too old to be calling you auntie. I said, this little girl is 24 years old calling herself auntie. I said, baby, you are niece to me, but you a bad niece, tell you that. That's a pretty girl. I said, oh, okay, this is going to be what I needed to be. That's niece. I love her. But I was like, that's not no auntie, though. That's niece, baby. I'm too old for you to be auntie to who? What? That's why I was hollering when she was calling herself the auntie. And I was like, now, ma'am, the way you dress, the way you push through, nah, sis, it's giving niece, baby. It's giving the pretty niece that come through the room. But not auntie, though. But she's still that girl. And I like her a lot. I'm here for the majority of the cast, if you will. I was a little shocked at somebody's critiques because I thought their runway was a fool, but we'll see where this goes. I'm interested. I'm entertained. And there was drama. Yeah, we're going to have a nice little Saturday conversation about this today. You may hear my cats playing in the background because I haven't done a Saturday live in a while, and this is normally their time to cut up. Their zoomies, if you will. Mina's currently eating right now, and Mamu is the one that you hear in the background playing with one of his toys that costs 25 cents. But yeah, I am going to not keep you here too long today because I also have a Friendsgiving to go to right after this, and I need to give myself a nice edge cleanup, if you will, and try to figure out what the I'm going to be wearing. But yeah. So let's have fun today. Let's have a good time. And I'm excited to talk about this episode again with you. So if you do want to find me in any of my social media spaces or places, that is available in the About section of this YouTube channel. Just click the link. It'll take you where you need to go, whether it's Instagram, X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it. It's right there. I also do reactions on Patreon. So if you are interested in seeing over 700 plus videos this season, Canada's Drag Race, Drag Race UK, Dragula Titans, Welcome to Dairy, and Drag Race España are currently on the agenda. I'm also going to be covering Fallout 2 starting next month. So if you are a Fallout fan, I will be doing also reactions to that on Patreon and covering it on my channel. So check out my Patreon for as low as $1 a month. Merch available at dragqueenmerch.com, bookable on Cameo, affiliate partner with Paramount Plus, get a free week on me, and a PO box if you want to send anything. All of that, again, is in the About section if you just wanted to find that information. Now, because I have a few things to say today. Disclaimer, this program is for entertainment purposes only, and content's not intended to malign any religion, race, gender, company, individual, or wigs, and all opinions expressed by MattyRants and program participants are solely their personal views and do not reflect the opinions of every human being on the planet. No hate should be sent to any of the individuals mentioned on this program, so please do not be rude and grab your libations and strap in because I'm a little bit of a talker. We're not going to be here that long, I promise, because I got plans. I'm a little bit of a talker, so you may be here for a while. Don't post any spoilers in the chat, and if you feel uncomfortable after viewing this program, consume some Matty-Rants and have yourself a good old nasty gassy poot and a thank you. And as you can see scrolling at the bottom is my little tippy poo jar. If you want to send a little love for your boy hosting with the most in today, it's paypal.me/Rants, Cash App $99924, and Venmo/Rants. Shout out to Liam, I see you in my chat right now, as well as Stephanie. How you doing, my baby? Two of my moderators here. Just as a reminder, we're here to have a good time. This ain't for you to get your stress out or all that. That's therapy, I promise you. But yeah, you may be watching this two different ways. I have this in both portrait mode and in landscape mode. So pick your poison. And make sure that you like this video and leave a comment afterwards talking about the season so far in the first episode, right? Okay, go. Let's go ahead and get the show on the road, shall we? Boom, 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 boom. Also encouraging super chats. And let me get the comment section up here too, because y'all are a part of this. Y'all are a part of this. Okay. We have to change things now because Dooley's not here. Hold on. I need this to be wide. And do we do regular? No, not big. I don't like that. Okay, small, wide, boom. Now that works since we're doing it this way. Okay, work. It does look different. Do not like that. Okay, bam. All right. We were just checking out the StreamYard settings here. Shout out to StreamYard. All right, let's do this episode, y'all. Listen. Just to get it out the way, what is the episode about? No one's going home. Nobody went home. All right. And they tell them that up front. That's grand. That's lovely. I thought that was really good, right? Nobody goes home. They also find out there's just going to be a top 5 that get talked to. So that's valuable time in front of the judges. Now, there is something at the end of this where whoever is the winner gets to do something special. Lip sync against Brooklyn Heights, which I said, oh, okay, good. This is going to be interesting because whoever is going to lip sync against her is going to lose. But Paula Abdul being the guest judge, this is where I'm at in my mind. I said, Brooklyn, this is the perfect opportunity for you to have pulled this stunt this episode because Paula is going to be there. One of the best entertainers, performers, dancers, that lady, okay? And you being the dancer that you are and performer, entertainer, and all of that, and then please. I said, of course she's going to have an episode like this. Paula's here. Brooklyn want to dance in front of Paula, you damn skippy. To Cold Hearted Snake, I would too. What you talking about? I thought that was so funny. I was like, oh, this is Brooklyn time. I was here for it. But also, it was nice that no one went home. It sort of gives them the opportunity to do what they want to do. Y'all probably hear my cats cut up in the background. Mina. I know. You going in. But yeah, it was a good episode. We also established some drama, feelings, a lot of that. But yes, I have opinions today. And I just say to all the queens who are part of this season, I send you no ill will. I send you no hate. Nothing personal. I'm just speaking on the level of you being on a television show. They filmed you for this amount of time. They gave you this much screen time. That's all I'm judging this off. I do not know who you are outside of this. Okay. So it is nothing personal. Do not take it. If you want to be that girl, fine. But I'm just letting you know now, I'm going to talk about a few people because they were doing a lot, but I also like them. So I'm conflicted. Here we go. Now, starting with entrances into the workroom, the first one on the board is Stardoll. Later on, I'm going to live for you, both for the verse and the runway. Here, I was like, she's sweet, I'm sure, but oh my God, if one more catchphrase comes out that mouth, if one more Twitter drop this, if one more, if one, I was like, Miss Mama is just, she didn't breathe. She didn't breathe. She didn't breathe. She didn't breathe, honey. She got in there and it was, and that's her personality. God bless her. But I would be remiss if I didn't say that you good, because well, yes, happened. That came out so much. I was like, oh my God. By the time Van Gogh got there, she was on the 5th time of saying that. I was like, oh my goodness. I'm gonna say this though. When we get later into the episode and they ask her to perform for said challenge, I couldn't believe they didn't talk to her about her verse. Because her verse was poor. I was like, okay, you ate that. And I like the runway too. I was like, hold on. Hold on. There are some things here that I'm enjoying. So it's just a lot with what's happening here. She was like, well, yes. And I'm over here like, please stop. Like, please take a pause. But I want to see what the star do. That's Suki's daughter. So I'm giving it up. But I did like portions of her. I just felt, whew, every time we got to a confessional, it was Mina. Next up is Hazel. Oh, your runway was everything. Now, hear me when I say this. Okay? And this is not a read, it's not shade, and it's not meant to be like weird or whatever, but she reminded me of somebody here in the face department, and it's from a previous season of the show. I got a tad bit of the girlfriend experience, like they're related or something like that. You know, they cousins or like maybe even like brothers and sisters. I don't know, because I was over here like, I was like, girl, she looks almost like they're related. And it's not shade. It was just when she came, I was like, oh, she kind of reminds me of the girlfriend. But no, Hazel's gorgeous. Hazel's super pretty. I'm kind of hoping we do not have a situation where she's sort of snubbed through the season, because I thought she gave this episode, but we shall see. But I actually was entertained and enthralled by the Hazel effect. I was like, oh, okay, I gotta say it for the haze. I do. Don't pay attention to Mina. Do not pay attention to her right now. They're trying to get me. You know what? All right, here I go. Here I go. I'm interested. However, so okay. Like Bobby Hill and Drag over here is reading the girls, and it really is getting to me a tad bit, because she's like, I'm gonna catch you, I'm gonna get you, I'm gonna do this, that, and the other. Meanwhile, I'm looking at like Bud Bundy over here doing I was like, what is happening? Like, she's interesting and I want to see more from her, and I'm actually, especially after that runway was phenomenal. The runway was phenomenal. That I was like, oh, cut her the check. That runway did what it needed to do. Do not pay attention to Mina. She's trying to get her way. I'm sorry. Yeah. No. Like, listen, we all see the Hulu, the revamp. That Bobby Hill right there, Van Gogh. Go ahead. This is if Hank was a father that actually like gave and invested into their child versus like making him do the most. See, this is where it would have been. This is where it would have been. I have seen this child kick a couple people in the nuts. Okay. Very much that, right? Love some Connie. Love some Connie, okay? I'm telling you. I don't know who Joseph Daddy is at all. No, she's interesting. But I'm sorry, couldn't be me. She couldn't be reading. No way. No way. No way. None. No fucking way. Do you understand me? That's why I was like, girl, you all right, you be that bitch, but I wouldn't be in that room allowing it. Some of y'all seem a little scary, but she came in hot. So I said, all right, it's there. I'm interested to see what the God got. I am, but this little lady right here, Dulce. Okay. Now, Dulce, I think I love. She's nice. She's lovely. Okay. She also came in a little hot, if I'm going to be honest with you. Because she came in like, and I was thinking to myself, this is cute. This is really cute. It's cute. Like, I like it. She ain't giving pow, but I like it, and she's gorgeous. But we have drama between her and Van Gogh. And I thought to myself, okay. I said, oh, all right. This is interesting. I said, they must be at the construction site. All this. They're building the house. I was like, what is going on here? Like, I'm better than you. You're not better than me. These things. I was like, okay, interesting. We'll get to that in a second. Because Dulce calls it out in Untucked, and Van Gogh kind of proves their point, which I thought, what is this about? But then again, that's hometown stuff. That's none of our business unless they make it our business. You're not an auntie, but you chew, eat, swallow, pee, and you're it for me. And you're that girl. Love it. The full bit, top to bottom, down. Girl. She's a pretty girl. She is a pretty girl. Not an auntie. Baby, I'm in my late 30s. I get to still say that. Not an auntie. Niece. And a beat niece at that. Sister, for sure. A sister, a niece, a cousin. A daughter. Maybe a young mother. You hear me? You're not an auntie. But I thought, yeah, I still live for her. I live. But she was like, I'm like, you're 24 calling yourself an auntie. What am I? Grandpa? No. I said, no, you're not auntie. But she's plus. I was like, yes. Give me some of this. Give me all of that. That's a bad bitch. It's a bad bitch. Not no auntie, but yes, you a bad bitch. Okay. I was like, come on with it. She's interesting and entertaining. I want to see her do well. I think she will do well. I'm done. What the fuck? But also, I'm interested. Paulo Perfection. Who is this idiot of Lana Del Rey proportions? Pepsi Cola nonsense. What the fuck? I don't know how to feel because I kind of am enjoying the experience, and then I'm also like, what? She came up here and gave straight up Lana energies. I'm like, all right, a razor blade in the bathtub is soon to follow, but them nine tail when she had them cornrows, and if you saw my reaction. Oh, it was a nice laugh, especially because you could tell, especially how they look. Like it was like, oh, not tight at all. I said, yeah, it's giving loose fingers. But yeah, I don't know what it is, but I kind of live this version, not the I'm about to hit the block, bad, what is it, bad baby? But I she's kind of a fucking idiot, and I live. At the same time, I know her unseriousness is not going to do well in this competition with Brooklyn Heights. I'm just being real. Like I don't know if her version of Delulu Bimbo is going to be matching the same kind of energy with androgyny, they them non-spectrum PM coming up, who was also unserious about it. You know what I mean? So it's going to be a battle of like who's giving the best kind of dumb, because there's also Sammy coming up. Oh, I live. Oh my God, Sammy, you must do well. You have one job, and that's to stay in the whole season. You're welcome, because we're going to get to you in a second. I wanted all of it. I was like, I don't know whoever this is and whatever's going on, but she needs to be there. She needs to stay here. She can't go. She can't go. What am I going to do this season? She's not going to be there. What do I do? Okay, so shout out to Stephanie. Thank you so very much for the love on Cash App. Thank you so much, my baby. Today for much love to you. I thank you so very much, Stephanie. I appreciate it. Thank you so very much. Sorry, that was the theme music. It was. What cartoon am I thinking of? Da 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 da. What? Alvin the Chipmunks. Got it. Okay, sorry. I was like, where? I just started singing a song and I was like, wait, that sounds familiar. Alvin the Chipmunks, the TV show. Watch out, cause here they go. Yeah, okay, full bit. Sorry. Paolo's kind of that girl, but also I don't know, but we'll see. I'm interested. I don't know yet with PM. I'm gonna be real with you. I hated their runway. I thought their verse was actually pretty decent though, and I thought I was here for the movementation, but I hated their runway later. But I'm interested in Auntie Heroine of Canada. I am. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Kidding. But I did get a little bit of a less in here version of that person if you watch Dragula just a tad bit. I said, oh, okay, but I was here for their foolishness and interesting. I don't know. I just want to see more from them. It was this, and then we got the show, and then we got the runway, and I'm like, I need another week. This is interesting. They also have I don't give a fuck. A lot of people on this season are giving that. I'm hoping so. I don't want a lot of produced bitches. I need the girls to just be themselves. Okay. Next up is Maya Fox. Inuit Queen. Representing. Okay. I have concerns for what is going to happen this season with all of these personalities. Either you will be a great base that goes far, or they're going to get you out early. And I'm nervous because I can see there's something there. I didn't care for the verse, unfortunately. I thought she looked silly, but like and the runway I thought was great, except the wig I didn't think matched with whatever was going on. But she gave a lot in terms of I can do this, that, and the other. And I want to see it. So that's why I'm like, keep her in. I need to see more. This episode, she was a little under the radar because it's a lot of personality. So I'm hoping that's just what that was. But I want to see more of her drag because she also is representing something too. And I want to see that get shown on the stage. This is one of my things about Canada's Drag Race is we get a lot of Indigenous culture representation happening here through the show, and they give space to it to where it doesn't feel like it's put on. Like, it's like, okay, can you talk about where you're from and the native land? No, they don't do that. It feels actually intentional. Shout out to Jay Lee, by the way. I appreciate the follow on Instagram. But like, I mean, I'm concerned just because I'm like, this is giving a possible. She's says she's good and she looks great, but personalities may win over. We'll see. I want to see more from her. We shall check back in. But yeah, Maya was talking, and she said she's got a lot given, so I want to see it too. I'm not on TikTok. I'm too old for that. Just be real. I have a TikTok account, but I just don't go on there. Whatever. She's a bad bitch. Saltina Shaker. This outfit was poor. The outfit was, I was like, oh yeah, stuff like that. Jacket, dress, high knee boot, wig. Yes. Yes. All of it. And you know what else I live for about Saltina? This fucking hair is everything. This hair is everything. Everything. This hair is everything. The hair is everything. I am looking at a Vidal Sassoon commercial happen in front of me, child, where it's supposed to help people. You hear me? For the mullet of the high rocker proportion? Bitch, what? And you know I'm not a mullet guy, but this mullet is right. I was like, oh my God, this is lovely. Some people it fits. Does that make sense? Like, not everybody's hairstyle is for them, and people are just trying looks, but then there's some things that just really fit folks, and I'm like, yeah, I see it. I see it, not even in a funny way. I was like, this hair is lovely. I don't know why, but yeah, Saltina Shaker was interesting this episode, but we're getting a little self-doubt edit, and I'm hoping for the best for her that doesn't happen, because she was highly praised this week. Queen, sister, niece, because she's younger than me. That's niece too, right over here. This is niece's cousin. No, this niece friend. There we go. Niece friend that come over with her all the time that I like, because her mama cool. She a little wild, but it's okay. Bitch, this is Morgan McMichaels in a funhouse mirror. Like just stretch her a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Just take Morgan and just stretch her a tad bit. I live and breathe for Sammy Landry. I live and breathe for Sammy Landry. And Shay, I have a YouTube account. That's the only rabbit holes I deserve and need in life. The last thing I need is a death scroll through another realm of any sort of social media entity. So it is definitely out of my wheelbox. I tried it. It's not for me. Too much of other things on there too I don't agree with. But yeah, back to this. Sammy Landry. I love her tacky bullshit. I'm sorry. All of this, yeah, the full bit. Yeah. Like, Sammy Landry is giving me, this child should have also been possibly casted on Stranger Things. Like, Van Gogh gives me a boy carrying a knife in possibly an It series and stabbing little kids. You know what I'm saying? Over here waiting for Pennywise to get in their head. But yeah, I'm here for the Sammy Landrys. I don't know why I had to compare the two, but they both would be in the same movie, but Sammy probably gets stalked by Van Gogh. Yeah. I'm here for the fuckery. I love it. I said, I don't know. I mean, this is really pretty. Carter Milk. I was like, she's gorgeous. Oh. No, wait a minute. That's a pretty girl. Another pretty girl. I said, oh. I was like, now wait, because the promo look didn't give any of this, so that's why I said, what is this? This is giving. I like very, very much. Very gorgeous down. She says she's also a great performer too. I just want to see girls put in action at this point. I was like, all right, I'm sold. You have told me your stories. Everybody's here, and that's Kimmy Couture's daughter. I said, oh. Huh. we're going to get into that. Now, last and not least is Velma Jones. This is our first drag king who is also on the show, but they also do drag queen work. Uh, woman, all right. And she came in with some tampons on this stole, and I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all. I do like her, and she is interesting. Her drag aesthetic is so far so good because I actually liked both this, the song, and the runway. I said, okay, this is interesting. She's going to be a contender. Now that makeup is not my favorite kind of blend for drag makeup, but that's just my particular taste. But I still think it's polished and she looks really good. So I'm kind of interested to see where this is going with her, because she could be a front runner through and through, or it could be one of those situations where, again, this cast is really big with personalities right now, and Velma doesn't seem too big in the personality department, but she does fill space, and it's good space, if you will. Okay. I've seen people online offended by her period look, which is just weird. What? This is, oh my God. Well, let's give them a second to think about it, and second over. So yeah, Velma Jones is in the competition. Congratulations to Velma. Congratulations to all 12 of these babies. I was kind of hyped. We had a big cast this season. But like I said before, with these 12 queens coming into the workroom here, they immediately go to the main stage after picking their enclaves, which I saw some of them change over and do whatever they got to do. A few people talking about who is giving and who is not walking into the workroom. I found the folks that were having that conversation needed to have the conversation between themselves. But when they do go to the main stage, they talk to Brooklyn Heights, they talk to Tracy Melshore, and then Hollywood Jade is guest judging. There is no Brad Goreski this season. That's either a positive or a negative, however you want to look at that. I'm going to take it for the way I believe it should be taken. But yes, they are not going to be eliminated. They have to do a music video, Sorry About It, the Lemon's version, where Lemon will talk rapidly on the same track with them, and they're going to perform it. With that performance, they also have to do a runway where the category is more is more. And when we do get to that category, if you want to vote in the live chat, numbers are your best friend. 1 means everything. That means it's 10s across the board. 2, it's okay. You would change a few things, but it's still passable, likable, safe. 3, it's a chop. Bottom 2 energy. That's where we're going to get with that, right? Is that what it is? Brad's contract expired. He got another project to work with. Oh, okay, cool. Works for me. Talks rapidly. Am I lying, Shell? Right? Because I'm not going to, let me be real. Call me whatever, hater. I don't give a damn. Y'all been doing this for years. Go to Reddit. Bitch, Living got 8 on her own version of this track, if we're going to be honest with each other. I'm sorry. Poots. That lady was talking very fast. I thought Trisha Paytas was just showing us a talent on a fucking show in the 2000s. Like, what do you mean? Lots of talking. Lots of talking. Lots of talking. No, just talking. I was like, oh, okay. Like, she got ate up by a couple of other people. Like, for real. Star ate her up, for that matter. Right, Nina. Not Nina fell on the floor. Oh, I thought Saltina did a good job. It was, for me, at first, I was like, I'm not sure. And then I listened again this morning. I was like, yeah, she kind of chewed a little bit on the track. It was nice. It was nice. I was like, okay, this is cute. Saltina did a good job. I'm gonna tell you who the people I thought peed though. Star peed. Star, I may have been annoyed with the let me find a catchphrase on Twitter throwouts that were happening, but I gotta be real with you, bitch. You ate. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. She peed on this. Loved her verse. It flowed quite well. I was like, oh, wait a minute. I was like, oh, what? You? Where every confessional is this. You did that? Okay. See, that was my redeemable moment with her, where I was annoyed at first by the gradable personality that can be shredded cheese. However, it was like, oh, wait a minute. This kind of was like, what going on? And I was very happy with it. I said, stamp the road. We can put you in the studio. Don't talk. But we can put you in the studio. No. Mm-mm. I want to give it to her, but I chuckled this morning watching the stiffness. I did. I had a good little guffaw as I was getting my screenshot. Whoa, sister! Like you were talking about flex, wasn't happening. I was like, no, ma'am. Mm-mm. 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 Good for you though, but it was. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I liked hers. It was not the winning verse. Her runway, I feel, gave her more of the W than this verse. I'm gonna be honest with you. Face stamped, and you going to a Kiss concert. I said, oh, okay. It was nice. It was good. It wasn't better than Ebony's. It wasn't better than Stars. It wasn't better than Cara Milk's. It wasn't better than just to say that, just being honest, but it wasn't that great. I found other things of more redeemable qualities that were happening here outside of this one. Just being honest. Sorry. Da, 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 da. The 8 counts. Oh, girl, I was having a little giggle. I was like, oh, okay. That was nice. I thought it was lovely, and I thought it gave a lot of who she was as far as her drag and her journey. So I was actually here for that little flow. I was like, okay, this is giving her a little story. It's right. It was singing, and then it go into a little bit of talking. It wasn't rapping. Singing, talking, singing, talking. So yeah, it was nice. It was nice. I was like, yeah, she's not winning for the verse, but it was nice. I thought Hazel was good. Hazel was good. Hazel really thought she was going to be in the top this week. The verse was nice though, sister. I don't really remember too much of it outside of the few "it's me you're looking for" that were happening, but I thought you ate low key with the visual department. This was wild. I don't know why, but it was. I kind of lived, but I kind of was like, what the fuck did I just watch? Like, what is this dumb bitch doing? Like, straight up, Versace body. Do this. I just shaved my paws, and then goes right into the mix with a beat with a like da 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 da, and then just a whole other voice right after that. And then in that moment, I was like, what is going on? I'm not mad. I wasn't mad, but it just was absolutely. It's like, what the fuck is going on? I can't. Oh, Caramels was good. I enjoyed it. They also have a good voice on them too, and I was here for their full presentation. The blue looks really great on her with that little high pone. I was here for it. It was a good time, but Paolo being 3 beats behind and it being like, and then just continuing to go. Brooklyn getting her out. Do you hear me? Brooklyn is getting her out. She is gone, sister. I know y'all loving this dumb, but Brooklyn, she about to be gone. That lady, that's a trained dancer. She watching her just bullshit on stage. No, ma'am. She is. Oh, wait. I don't know. We'll see. She is so fucking funny to me, but yeah. This was a lot of talking. They talked to us quite fast. They had a lot to say, and yeah. She talked really quickly. I think she's be, a great stenographer for the courts. Sammy, you had me at cigarette mom. Yeah, very much a cigarette mom. I would be here for it. Iggy Azalea, that's a compliment. That's a compliment for Bis Livid melodic talking. It was a lot of talking. Why does Sammy remind me of Pink in the early 2000s with this outfit, this wig? Like when she was still in her black era before she went into what she really wanted to do. You remember? Remember? I cannot. Dulce! I liked it when it was in Spanish more than I liked it when it was the beginning with the English. Better yet, let me reword that. The beginning didn't grab me. When she started going into Spanish, I was like, she's peeing, she's chewing, she's eating. Then she like ended it off really nicely. So the first half, the first part, chopped. Second and third, I was like, yeah, that's more like it. That split was a little slow to get there. It was a little, whoa. It was like, wah. But I understand everybody has to take their time getting into their nastiness. I was not as moved as the judges were, but I did like their lyrics. It was like I felt like I was listening to like Ren and Stimpy, like do a verse or something, because there was a lot of sound effects about Spoojizicum and like Ichiban and all that kind of shit. And I was a little enthralled, but I was kind of like, I'm not that moved. But okay, this is interesting. We shall see. There's a dancer in there. While they look like they could possibly, shoot some possible characters with cups for heads. But yeah, I said, okay, we're gonna be there. We're gonna be right there for PM. I want to see it. That runway, I'm gonna oh no, but ate this track alive, chewed it up, peed, swallowed, devoured, nummy num nums in my tummy. I have no notes. Quite entertained, quite impressed. She knew what she was doing here. Yeah. Yeah, Ebony's that girl. I kind of lived. I also love this outfit, but yeah, she was doing dance was right. Everything was together. Tense across the board for me. I was like, okay. Mm-hmm. Overall, I enjoyed the performances. I said majority rules. There was not that many foolishness happening over there. Well, over there. Now I'm about over here. When I saw this hair, I said, child, because she take him out. But like, I thought that was so funny to me. Saltina Shaker being insecure, even though they were slightly eating this up. I don't know. I said, baby, please don't get in your head. You give top 4 energy. We do not need somebody who's getting it cerebral through all of this. I was really nervous for Saltina. I said, please don't be one of those folks. I know it's hard to get out of your head sometimes, but please don't be that person. We need you to stay in the competition. You give quite polished. Don't be her. I would pay for this experience to be able to meet Paula Abdul, for her to give not only excellent advice, okay, but like they got to do a dancers huddle. They got to do like a pre-performance huddle together. I'm jealous. So is Nina. I'm jelly bellis of all of this, because like this was great. All of it. She was a great guest judge. This was like such a human moment. Like Paula Abdul is a legend. And I'm about to put this on mute and go but I'm about to go gather my child in a second here. Oh, and I need a minute because she gonna have to get yelled at real quick. Oh yes. Oh yes. Have you lost your fucking mind? No, don't you get nice and soft now. What is wrong with you? All that yelling. Who you fucking yelling at? Not me. Couldn't be. Couldn't be. Couldn't be me. Could not be. I'm almost done with this review. You will have several, young lady. Relax. You've been fed today. I bought you a new toy. You got a new scratching post. You better act like somebody did something for you. I'm getting tired of all this yelling. Stop. I'm almost done. As if we don't be sitting in the bed cuddling for 3 fucking hours in the morning, this thing. My God. So Paula Abdul gave a excellent, just great moment here. And I really love the fact that she was just tuned in with the girls and she was giving them great advice. Paula is certainly mother, and I live for all of this today. I just love me some Paula Abdul. I'm a child of the 80s, so I'm going to love Paula very much that. Paula is who Tate thinks she is. A different era and a different time, Riley. You know what I'm saying? We can only compare so much, but she ain't nowhere near that. You hear me? She ain't nowhere near Paula. But, she's an excellent, it's nice to see that they've created a robot that can dance now. They got them in the homes, helping them with groceries and cleaning things now. Tesla's got something going on there. And then you have Tate, who I think is a genius creation. Whoever is the designer for that, it's like Daft Punk said, let me make something. It's very that. It's very Thank you so much for the super chat. WoW slapped us real hard with UK season 7. Hopefully this Canada season 6 is their apology letter for us. US season 6 has a special place in my heart. They better bring it. Oh, US season 6 was a time, one of the best seasons of Drag Race, period. It's definitely up there in top 10 of all time, for sure. I don't even know where we could put the list at, but season 6, ooh, it's still so quotable. It's still such a good season to watch over again. Good stuff. Remember that. Paula Abdul was responsible for Janet Jackson's dancing choreography. She's also responsible for Britney Spears' choreography. We can go down a line of a lot of people who have literally used Paula Abdul as their choreographer, as someone who has worked with them and all that jazz. I think she's also worked with Michael Jackson at one point in time. Paula is that girl, the record, like, Mama's been with a lot of people. Like, she is very much a legend in the entertainment community. If you don't know who that lady is, get your gay stuff together. You ain't a real sister. So I'm here for Tracy Melshore and Hollywood Jade being on the panel this week. Paula Abdul dancing out there. I was like, all right, come on, Paula, with this outfit. Brooklyn Heights outfit. This is made by Utica. I found that out through my Patreon. Mina, I literally just had this conversation with you. Thank you. It is not for me. It is interesting. And I don't mean that in a negative. It's not for me. But yeah, it's not for me. But yeah, it's not for me, but it's, yeah, okay. Yeah. category is more. Up first is Velma Jones. I like this. It's the tampon again. It's bad, but it's like with the blue water that they would show on the commercial because they don't want you to know it's blood, even though every woman who is aware of what it is knows that they're showing that it's blood. And it's really for children because as a child, I was like, why is it blue? And why are they pouring that? I never understood that as a little kid. And then I was like, oh, when I got older, I was like, I like this. I thought this was fire. I love the hat. Love that hat so much. It's so pretty. But yeah, this is the one for me. I thought this was good. Mm-hmm. I said, all right, Velma. I wish we saw her face more, but then I also saw the mug and I was like, maybe not. Maybe that was okay. Cara Milk. More is the category. She looks really good. I could have used a cape or something on the back here or some sort of fabric to go with making it like extra long and extra. But she's pretty. It's gorgeous. I give it a 1.5. She's pretty and she's gorgeous. I wanted extra. I wanted more and bigger hair. But I thought that she still was stunning. I said, oh, she's stunning, but we need bigger hair and I need this gown to be gowning. And it's not, but it's still very, very pretty. Very pretty girl. Very pretty. Yes. Saltita Shaker. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes. Yes. Category. Pokemon? Yeah, I'm here for this Digimon creature. All of it. Makeup, the gown itself, everything about it. I was like, oh, that definitely got you in the first. That got you in the top. Period. Right there with this gown. Oh yes. Hazel is next. You see the girlfriend experience I talk about with just sort of like certain silhouetteness and all that kind of stuff. I see it. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. It is so pretty. She is so pretty to me. I'm like, she is a pretty, pretty girl. That's a pretty girl. Yeah. Kyria made this. Oh, that's why it's so fire. Because I was like, ooh, I like this. I want this. Me, I'm like, oh, can I get that in red or a blue, please? This is so pretty. Oh yeah. I hope she does well. I see it for her, but I also know how the show can go sometimes. But I'm here for Hazel. Mm-hmm. Start all. This is pretty. I like this. I thought this was the category. Again, her explaining the outfit was irritating. Seeing the outfit itself, I was like, this is beautiful. I love this. This is great. It's giving coral ocean waves crashing. It is hard to listen to her talk about anything, but yes, I like this. The mother to see the ocean, it was like, oh my God, but I liked it. Okay, we all can have different opinions. I'm okay with that. Sammy Landry is next. I love this. I'm here for this bullshit. I don't know why, but this was right. Everything about this for me, I kind of live for. I also think I like the storytelling behind it because it's like I kept finding things and putting it together to make this outfit. And that's just sort of how it came to be. Like, you want to talk about somebody owning a look. If anybody else would have worn this, probably would have been a fool. Do you feel me? There are going to be things I see with Sammy that we're just going to like because it's Sammy, and Sammy knows how to sell a garment that is uniquely them. This is actually cute. That's what's also killer because maybe somebody else would have worn this and it'd been ugly. But she's wearing it and she's presenting it this way. I get a little bit of what's my girl name? Anna Nicole Smith tease a tad bit with some of Sammy's presentation. Something about this too. Yeah, it also gives a little ragdoll. I do love it. It's also Betsy Johnson. That's who it's. Yep, right there. Bing, right on the nose. Betsy Johnson would live for this. Yep, yep, yep. Okay. Anna Nicole Smith does Betsy Johnson. Right there. Maya Fox is next. When she said Matrix tees and all that kind of stuff, I was like, because of the glasses, because of the jacket, not because of the wig. I know it ain't the wig. The wig had nothing to do with this. The wig had nothing to do with this. Nothing to do with it. I don't know why, but I was not gooped. I don't like the styling of this with the outfit. I think that's really the tea. Like, I don't mind the jacket. I just don't like the styling with it. Like, I need a silver belt. Bad. That black belt is just, it makes it look like it's just one big old thing. And then the wig don't make any sense with it. That's giving auntie that, our sister Ebony want to give. The wig is giving maiden. It's giving me, I'm bringing dessert. I don't have kids to take care of. Like, what's going on? In the necklace with the ear, yeah, the styling's bad. That's where I'm at with that one. I think the styling's bad. It's like, no, we could have done that different. Chop. I don't care. I don't care what anybody has to say. Chop. Nope. You said praying mantis. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Y'all can love the personality as much as Fruit Loops in a bowl of cereal, goddammit, but where is the motherfucking praying mantis? I don't see any insect about to eat some man after they done made it with them. I don't see it. I don't see no beheader. Caterpie on what good Wednesday? Bitch, I thought that was the parasite inside of a praying mantis that took over. That's then going to pop out later when it's done, like, absorbing all that information. Squaw? You don't see it, Matt? Show me where it is. Show me where it is. Show me where it is. I thought this was a VeggieTales character for 5 minutes. I thought we were about to learn about Jesus. I'm so serious. I thought this was, we're about to learn about Moses today. How did we make it through? Like, I needed to know. How many nights were they in the desert? I love her. I think PM's great. Damn. I was like, no. When the judges gave the commentary, I was like, what? What? No. Oh, you're being sarcastic. Listen, listen, there's a lot of serious shit happening here, okay? Ebony Lavelle. I love that we're with our roots. I love that we did a do-rag number and we're showcasing and showing through. I am going to be this person. And I'm sorry, Ebony. And I am going to have to compare. And I don't mean to be rude or to take away from the drag because you did still give for me and I enjoyed this, right? Okay. Simone. It's blue. It's a red and a deep blue. It needed to be hella long with the do-rag. And that's why I say Simone, because it was like, it needed to be bow, like coming all the way out like a train. Other than that, I still like this and it still gets a ones for me. But it was more is more, and the do-rag is just giving very long, where it needed to be like a train going all the way to the back. And I agree with Brooklyn on that statement. I mean, she should know. Y'all saw Brooklyn pull out her 4C for that show and then show you what it really was 1B about. But like, yeah, that's my only critique with it, but I liked it. I just think about Simone so much with this one because it was so powerful and impactful that then when the girls do things later, and this applies to like every look where someone does something somewhat similar, you kind of have to go harder just a tad bit. Like, you can do it. No one's denying you that change, because like, one thing is that imitation is one of the greatest forms of flattery, but also it's really cool to see people's different takes on stuff that they also want to do. But more is more. I need that bitch needs to be dragging from the back, still stuck in the workroom. That mug, right, Sheezy. Beat. They're not touching you in the face. Nobody on right now. I'm going to just go ahead and say it. Paulo is close. But for me, muggy wuggy wug. Muggy wuggy wug. Muggy wuggy wuggy. Paulo Perfection is next. Sweet dream. Can think. No, I got to do it real. Pepsi Cola. Here I am, lying down, making music about IHOP Waffle House. My man's a cop. I back the blue. My name is La 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 Del Rey 2. Instagram story project. I'm gonna write an Instagram story project. Girl, this is Lana. Lana Ray. Sitting outside singing off key somewhere. What? This her. This is Lana, girl. Angel. Girl, that's Lana. I said, this is Lana sitting somewhere making music where people can basically draw red lines and end it all. Oh, no. No. She is pretty. So pretty. But I also was like, no, not the category. Not enough makeup. She's a pretty girl. She's naturally pretty, but no, not enough for me. No. But yeah, she look good wet. That's all right. But this is Lana. This is her children. These are Lana's children right here, honey. This is what they're gonna give us. This is the new way. She said, I'm going to give you a biblically accurate angel. No, you're not. You're giving us a very, 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 very bland singer who has a very, very straightforward audience base that enjoys music that makes them contemplate decisions in life. But yes, I thought she still looked pretty. Still looked pretty. Dulce is next. I'm okay with this. It's okay. It's okay. More is more. That headpiece needed to be obnoxiously huge. The wig in the back needed to be a bit bigger, and the dress needed to hit the fucking floor and gown out. That's why she got a 2 from me, because I can see the vision and I know where she was going with this, and I know she wants to represent. That headpiece needed to be a beast, and we needed this dress to really pow on the floor to really get it where it needed to go. Needed to be a little bit more, but I see where she wanted to be, and she was on the mark, but she needed to go more. Now, Van Gogh, this was your saving grace for me, Miss Bobby Hill. This was your saving grace. I know, Mina, we're almost done. This was it. I was like, okay, but I said, look at Miss Bobby Hill. Bitch. I said, what? Looking like Bill Dotrieve out here in full geesh. I said, come on with it. I said, ooh, the theater view with the ear for the Van Gogh, the ear with the go with the punk. But I said, ow, that's kind of nasty. I did nothing but applause. I was like, ooh, with this wig and this, we about to make it to the Kiss concert. I said, okay, all right. All right. I said, come on, Canadian Muse. We're kind of here for this. This is going to be interesting. A little Canadian Bacon Muse. Come on. I said, this is going to be interesting. She's going to be interesting. There is something to look forward to. I said, okay. It got me. Again, was not gagged by her verse, but that look, I said, I need more Miss Bobby. I need more Mr. Bill. Okay, I need more Bill Tree, Bobby Hill. I need more of it. Go ahead, looking like a Fuddrucker burger. Come on. Now, the top 5 was Velma Jones, Saltina Shaker, PM, Ebony LaBelle, and Van Gogh. Do you agree with this? Y'all, the live chat is up so that you can see the chat right now. I need to hear what you have to say about this. Do you agree with that top 5? Is there someone you would interchange outside of the group and put somebody else up in there? I would absolutely do that. Right in the middle here. Bloop out. I don't even know why we were having a conversation with her. No shade. I was confused. I was like, somebody else can go right in there. I'd put Hazel in that spot. I agree, Mina. I put Hazel in that spot. I can't say Caramel because her outfit didn't do more is more for me, even though she had a great verse. And I see, and Brooklyn was talking about, it's the entrance look, it's entrance look, it's the performance challenge, and it is the runway. That was the concern here. So she was going off of 3 different things. That's why I was just like, oh, okay. Yeah, I thought Sammy also could have had a conversation too, but Hazel was stewing a tad bit. She really wanted to have that conversation. She really did. As the other girls untucked before the top 5 came back in. The way they had them girls move from that couch. First of all, this is Van tucked. So I said, oh, okay. So she is definitely, it's giving Van Gogh Muse. I said, okay, here we go. But when they came in and told them babies to move, girl, production would have had to get me up. Production would have had to get me up. Wait, Velma Jones is 39? Yeah, she's my age. Yeah, they had to get me up. They had to get me up because you ain't gonna be talking to me like that. The fuck you talking about, bitch? Who getting up? Moo, both you and Ebony. I just the fuck who you talking to, baby? You better find yourself a seat. Give me a second here, sweetheart. Give me a second because I gotta cuss. Excuse me. It was a little much with that whole the winner's couch. If it was already like given through production that that's the winner's couch, then I wouldn't have been sitting there in the first place. Okay, but like that whole little bit for me, I'm like, nah, you ain't gonna give me the move like that. Not talking to me like that. I'm like, watch who the fuck you're talking to, girl. We gotta. This is just the first episode, and nobody's going home. Feel your oats while you're getting talked to now, because tomorrow you may be going home. Like, bitch, this is literally a non-elimination episode. Don't jump too hard. We get a little breakdown on a couple of things that happen on the main stage, but we also get into why Dulce and Van Gogh are not in likes with each other, and it comes off as, well, Dulce says that Van Gogh was nasty to them and rude and was talking shit about them. And, Van Gogh says they don't remember, meanwhile in the confessional, I probably did say that and fuck her. And you were already talking shit about her when she came in the room and said she's not on your level, this, that, and the other. So far, it does apply. But I see the gaslighting a little bit against Dulce from Van Gogh. A little bit of I don't even know you like that, but you have talked about her and you definitely do know her enough to where you did have some shit to say in the beginning of the episode. So I don't know if I care, but I also say to myself with this, well, y'all better start winning something against each other so it's actually like a fun competition versus a one-sided moment here. But I do think that Van Gogh does talk a bunch of mad shit. Bobby Hill is reading the girls, apparently. I don't know why, I don't know how, but that's what's happening. Bill Dotree looking ass over here reading. Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. Looking like they had married with children. This thing. No, no, no. Oh, no, 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 no. No, no, no. Couldn't be. No, 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 no. Y'all are. They better about it. They real good about it. Cause girl, got a stamp to give a little something, please. No. They also talk about who they felt was not giving, or if there was a bottom two, who would it be? And most of the people said Dulce and Paolo. And Sammy checking on Paolo, when, you know, are you a good girl? And Paolo, I don't really care. And it was kind of the key. I was kind of here for Paolo being like, I don't give a fuck. Lana Del Rey was definitely that. Definitely that. Either they're going to have her on for quite some time and it'll be a really interesting journey, or she will be out very soon if she don't care. But I did like her little response here. She kind of ate with that. She ate with that one. I just don't care. Amy Yonsei, how you doing, my friend? Y'all give some love to Amy Yonsei, alumni from Canada's Drag Race. Drama on the first episode. The Canadians aren't sorry. Too early for drama, but I'm here for it. I mean, one is more produced than the other, but yeah, I feel you. I feel you. Okay. Listen, hey, if the girls look like they moving furniture, reading the other honeys, go off this thing. Go off. Couldn't be me. But Van Gogh won this episode. I was like, oh, okay, interesting. Congratulations. I said, I don't know if Brooklyn just wanted to beat somebody bad or whatever the case may be, but here we are. Brooklyn's ready to go. Shout out to the Van Gogh winning, and they get the opportunity to now battle Brooklyn Heights in a lip sync in front of Paula Abdul. Let me tell you right now, you can tell who was the man and the woman in this relationship on stage. I'm going to tell you that right now, okay? The masculine and feminine energy was different. Bitch, Brooklyn, American History X curb stomped that ass. Do you understand me? It was a very graphic scene that I watched happen on that stage. There was a complete difference between who knows what they're doing and who does it and is accepted, but don't really have no finesse to it, if we're going to talk about it. Brooklyn has finesse. Brooklyn has time, and there has clearly a point of view in their performance from beginning to end. The other one was throwing shit and at one point walking. No shade. I thought this other one was over here about to work on my car at a take 5. You understand me? Jiffy Lube Queen, if you will, versus the doll, the Don Diva, if you will, Continental. And you can have whatever opinions you want, but I watch the complete difference of a professional versus just a queen. Ooh. Also, it was kind of a gag watching Paula Abdul, like, basically sing her own song, lip syncing to it while they're performing and really getting into it with the queens. Also, Brooklyn Heights, you doing a Coco Montrese shout out right here, a full reference to her in season 5, beating Alyssa Edwards. And that was, again, when Drag Race had some stakes. It's not the same as Coco, because Coco was fire when she did her, but it was still like, oh my God, she did the Coco. Because that's the Coco to me. She did the Coco. Read my lips. I know the words. Ate it up. Also, shout out to the editing department. I was very here for the side by sides. And you could tell who, Paula was staring at the whole time. That's what I was looking for. I was like, let me see if she's like paying attention to the. No, she's not. Well, out there going, oh, I was like, yes, this is everything. This is everything to me. Sister Smooth with that nasty little sides. Ooh, the lateral split. Oh, So nasty with it. I said Brooklyn was just having a good time. She just said, I want to show y'all I still got it. If they ever threw me back into the competition ever again and they had to put me to lip sync, I'm going to do what I do the motherfuck best. Watch out. That's what I said, Leo, at the beginning of this review. I said the same thing. I said, bitch, there is no elimination for this at all. There is no elimination at all for this episode. And that's fine. Brooklyn wants to show out and do what they got to do. At the same time, it's also nice because we don't want people to go home. It's like a little breather to be like, okay, no one has to leave. We get to see more for what they got and do what they do. Oh, bitch, you better be up in here. Come on, Fun Ruckles. Y'all show love to Van Goth. I agree that Van Goth went, oh, bitch. And I had said some things, and I stand in that, and I will. I will not take it back because you here. I ain't never been that punk. However, though, props are due. That runway. Chef's kiss for that runway. Period. Okay. Chef's kiss for that runway. Period. Done. That was where I was like, oh no, she won it for that for me. That was where I was like, oh yeah, give it. But it was great. And thanks for tuning in, Van Goth. I'm gonna say it just like I would for anybody else in the show. Good luck for the rest of the season. I'm entertained so far. I am. I'm entertained. I said we're gonna see what Miss Bobby Hill gonna give up for this piece. We're gonna see. Bobby baby, not my purse. Pow! It ends up winning it. Woo. Oh, I know that's real. Come on. I don't care. An opinion is opinion, but the cash is in my account. Hold on. Did y'all? No, see, I'm about to make her break terms. It's like, never mind. I was about to ask a question about when they get it. If it's when the episode airs, if they have to wait a year. I'm not going to. That's none of our business. It's none of our business. None of it. None of it. None of it, though. But yes, the performance was great. Brooklyn throwing her. I said, girl, you didn't have to do all that. $5,000 in Canada is untaxed. United States of America. We don't get none of that money. It's gone. Honey. We got to pay for the left wing. Ugh. Gross. No, Van Goth is good. I'm interested in seeing the rest of the season because this is a non-elimination episode. I want them to have some stakes now. Like it's like, okay, now that the dust is settled and Brooklyn's like, okay, we sending people home. That's when I like to see the girls move. And is the Golden Beaver going to be in play? I kind of want the Beaver to be here because then they can get really messy. And I enjoyed that for the last 2 seasons. They didn't announce it though, so we may not have the Beaver. I don't want them to bring that back because they were already talking about alliances. So like we need this kind of energy. Make the girls play the game a little bit. Big Brother meets Drag Race. You know the full bet. $5,000 non-tax. Look, I'm still stuck on that. Oh, what would I use that money for? Oh no, but yes, excellent first episode for sure. Like excellent first episode. Now, Brooklyn, you did not have to do this girl like that. Talking about wearing nails next time, but here's me. She not going. No one was going home. She got to wear nails, and she's gonna have to perform with you. Listen, y'all remember when I had to perform that one time? I had to take my nails off before I got on that stage because, bitch, they were just flying off 1 and 2. I know my hands, I probably would have cut my face up while doing everything. I've been like, no, Brooklyn, we weren't going home, sister. I'm not putting my nails on for you. Now catch me next episode. Ain't nobody going home. Don't worry about that. Oh, but yes, it was a good first episode. I'm locked in for the season, y'all. This looks like it's gonna be a good one. There is light. There's drama. I don't know if the Van Gogh versus Dulce thing is gonna play out. don't know if it's gonna play out. Do we need it to play out? Do I want to know? I don't know if I need to know. Maybe it will be a one-sided thing where it's like, oh, she's always coming for me and this, that, the other. Maybe it will be a thing where she gets a little played with the big dog. I don't know. I know next week they're doing an acting challenge, and there was a moment where Velma, and I love how they included it all in the trailer. Velma's taking credit for, I guess, doing all the work, and Van's like, okay. I said, all right. We got some stuff going on, because you know how I feel about these shows. It's not just the best friends hour. I don't want it to be just the, oh my God, your drag is so good. Oh my God, validate me. Oh my God. Oh my God. If you need to say some shit, say some shit. Do what you got to do. Read a bitch. Go off. Do all that. Blah, 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 that, the best, whatever. But like, I just needed to make sense. So for this first episode, I did feel it was a little put on for some folks. But I'm also kind of like, let's just see where this goes. Who do I think is going to do well in the competition, or who do I see doing, just kind of cutting up? Ebony, Cara Milk, I almost said Milk, Sammy Landry. I think they like PM, and I want to see more from them too. I like Velma as well. I'm about to start saying I like everybody. Fuck. Right now, Van Gogh is the one to beat. They're the current front runner, and they got the first W on the board. They also do well in presentation on the runway. So they should be concerned, because she is giving. Because, bitch, I'm still living for that dress. Love it. Ebony, I think, will do good. Hazel may be the Jan of the season. Hoping not. I hate that we have to say that. Cara Milk. Like her, I want to see more. Paolo's an idiot, but I live. Sammy's a bigger idiot, and I love. Saltina may be in their head, but they also are polished in presentation. PM is fucking batshit crazy, but I want to see more. Stardoll is grating in the personality, but I also live for their verse and their runway. It's a good season. I don't know. I like the season so far. It's good. Casting's not bad. This was a great casting. I still don't think that their Meet the Queens did them justice. I still think the Meet the Queens was like way too quick. It was kind of like a speed run of like figuring it out. I feel this episode is what really sold everybody for me, where I was like, okay, this can be something. This can be something. So I want to hear who you're rooting for in the comment section. I'd love to hear what you thought of this week's episode and what you hope happens moving forward. I want the Golden Beaver back. Just say, not to smell someone's taint right now, but in the hands of someone like Van Gogh, it's not going to be a best friend race. And that is what I need right now with the show. Y'all know I love drama. So that's all I'm asking. I'm asking for them to pull the Beaver back in, or some sort of stunt where the girls get to pick and choose a little bit of the leeway and things that happen here. They get a little bit of power. I just need a little bit of that, because it was fun the last couple of seasons. Just a little bit of it, please. Just don't do the lucky cow bit, because that was wasted. The first episode, and it's over. Oh, it's no longer here. Why even introduce it? We got a super chat. Whoop, whoop. Hey, Aaron. How you doing, my friend? Thank you so much for the love. This episode was the Brooklyn stunt. Shut up. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to you, friend. Happy birthday. Hope you're doing well and you're feeling blessed and not stressed. I know you're still in Vegas, but I also believe, because we're Facebook friends, you were in the hospital recently. So I hope everything is okay. And I love you down here, and I hope you're doing well, babes. Thanks for being here, and happy birthday to you, friend. Happy birthday. I need both Beavers on both shows to return. Oh. I'm Team Barry. I'm Team Barry. I'm Team Barry. I love the Beeve, but I'm Team Barry. That's a tough one for me. Tough one. All right. That's it for Canada's Drag Race. It is a season that I'm going to recommend. Give it a go. You're going to fall in love with somebody. There's personalities for everybody on the cast. It was very well edited. It was a good time. Personally, I don't see it being a bad season. I'm just hoping we don't have one of those peter out moments where it's like pew 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 towards the end and everybody stops being like competitive and they're all just so nice. I just don't need that. But so far so good. Highly recommend. The first episode is actually on YouTube for Wow Presents account. So if you want to check it out, do that. It's also on Wow Presents Plus. I believe it comes out every Thursday. I will be doing reactions on my Patreon for as low as $1 hair a month each and every week. And as you know, my opinions change as the season progresses. Trust me, people who I don't like, I end up living for. Some people who I like, I'm not quite sure. I'd be like, okay, now wait a minute. And some folks that may start off high, they end up, ooh, as Viola. Because I was like, ooh, what happened? But yes, right now, it's a good start. I just want to see, I guess, more challenges and whatever else they're going to be doing this season. Plus, they haven't done girl groups yet. And I think based on what we heard with this little women's version, I think girl groups will be in good hands. I think we will be in good hands. Ooh, and I need a Lollaperu. I definitely need a Lollaperuza with this group because I saw some stunt work from Van and the hair whips were there. So there is something. Ebony gave, Cara was giving, PM's a dancer. I was like, ooh, they have several performances in this group. I would love to see a Lollaperu. So we'll see. But yes. Happy birthday to Aaron and happy birthday to anybody else that may be celebrating. It's a Saturday over here today on this live right now. So if you have plans, be safe out there in the streets. If you are drinking, please get a ride home. Do not drive. I will not be here tomorrow. I will be on Patreon tomorrow doing a Drag Race España reaction. So make sure to tune in for that. And then also posting it. Welcome to Dairy, episode 5 on my Patreon tomorrow as well. I'm very excited to get into this new episode because the season's been crazy. Do not forget to like this video as well as leave a comment in the comment section about your thoughts on what you would like to see this season. This episode, Paula Abdul, the winner, maybe the bottom two. There really wasn't one. The lip sync, whatever you want to talk about. I'd love to hear from you. As a reminder, do not send hate to anybody that we talked about today. This is just our opinions. It's nothing to be taken too seriously at all. Make sure you send love, not hate. If you want to show your, I guess, anything to these queens, buy their merch. Okay, that's what it's there for. Show your love. But do all of that. So yes. But thank you. And thank you for tuning in. Whether they're just opinions or not, and you cash the check, I'm going to talk about you, Miss Bobby. I am. Because I kind of live. I actually live, though. She may not have been feeling the review, but I live. But I'm going to call her like I said, baby. She's going to pick up some furniture and throw it across the room. Wreck-It Ralph is about to beat these girls. Probably. I see it. At least she's coming in competitive. That I'm enjoying. She's not just walking in like, meow, meow, meow. It's like, no. She's talking big shit and won. We love a girl who backed that up. I tell you that much. Okay. But yeah. Love y'all down. Take care. I will see you later and all that good stuff. Cold-hearted snake, look into your eyes. I love Paula. She's not down.
Listen. Yeah.